Just one station is counting down the top 18 of 2018. Coming in at number 1, Senator John McCain's passing. Thank you to those of you who voted on 12news.com. The touching tributes went from here in the Valley all the way to the nation's capital, and they're certainly ones that I will never forget.
We gather here today to honor an American patriot, served a cause greater than himself. And we gather here remembering a man who knew how he wanted to be remembered.
How do you say goodbye to a hero? A man who from his earliest days was destined to serve his country with every ounce of his being. The senator's office had sent out a press release to all the stations saying that he was discontinuing his cancer treatments, and so we knew that it was inevitable and that we had to get ready as a station to do the best job we could to tell his story.
We're going to continue this breaking news coverage of our Arizona Senator John McCain passing away at the age of 81.
Even though we knew the end was close, it was still shocking when I got a call from my assistant news director. I think it was on a Saturday, and he said, get into the station, that the senator had died. I had just mixed feelings because he was always very kind to me and accommodating and had relationships with a lot of us in the station, and we all wanted to do a good job in telling this story. The images are indelible. The senator's poignant final ride from his beloved home in Cornville, Arizona, back down to the Valley, where his body would first lie in repose in the state capitol. And then the following day, the senator's life and legacy was remembered during a moving memorial service that featured good friends and colleagues from his days in the Congress and Senate.
Sleep in heavenly peace. And I love John McCain.
That was Arizona's goodbye. And then our coverage switched to Washington, where thousands of people stood in line under a hot summer sun to pay their respects to this man that so many respected.
This is one of the bravest souls our nation has ever produced.
We also got a rare glimpse of where it all began for John McCain at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, which would be his final resting place. As someone who graduated from the academy, what does it mean to you that he chose Annapolis to be buried in instead of Arlington National?
Well, this is our home.
And then, of course, on Saturday, there was the memorial service at the National Cathedral in Washington.
John's voice will always come as a whisper over our shoulder. We are better than this. America is better than this.
We never doubted the other man's sincerity or the other man's patriotism, or that when all was said and done, we were on the same team. And so fitting that he would be buried at the Naval Academy, where it really all began for him. Calm winds and following seas, sailor. May you sleep in peace. And that rounds out our top 18 of 2018. If you missed any of the stories, you'll be able to see them next week in an hour-long special airing right here on 12 News.
And in